Hey there. We're still making our way through the Tangle Forest with Sonic and friends. It certainly is a treacherous journey through this large forested area. I must say, this place is a big maze. Deary me. I've been wandering around this place far too long at this point. I thought it was going to end like 10 minutes ago, but it just keeps on going. And I got that horrible feeling you get in mazes like this, where you see all these branching paths. Every time you see a new one, it's just another place that you might have not gone the right way on, meaning you'll have to go all the way back again later. But anyway, we're in a whole bunch of trees right now, so Sonic will have to navigate his way up through these. You can't go... This isn't as easy to navigate as it looks, but we made it. And, every RPG player's happiest thing to see, a save point. Oh, it's Chip! Excellent! We went to the Tangle Forest and found him. Wait, he's one of those KOs! But Chip can't move. He's been paralysed. Uh-oh. You know what that means, viewers? Ah! Ah! Let's juice! Too late for that now, Sonic. We're getting attacked by a tree! Oh no! Wait a minute, a tree? When did Sonic ever get attacked by trees in the games? Well, this isn't based on any of the normal games, this is based on that cartoon. Perhaps there was a living tree somewhere in there that our heroes had to summon all the wit, skill, and Frenchness to defeat. Come on, gang, slam that tree! Look at them slashing with their swords and the bionic arms and what else. Rats, the tree can absorb health. Man, it certainly is tricky to work with. Man, the HP of your heroes in this game is so pitifully low. You've got to really keep an eye on their health at all times. Use these potions that we worked so hard to earn, because you don't get that much money in this game considering how much stuff costs. Man, I dare say that the creator of this game that did a lot of effort, put a lot of effort in to make a hard challenge, because this game does not cut you any breaks or give you any slack. Quite like Sonic himself, you might say. Never puts on the brakes. Aye, isn't that right, Sonic? Yeah, well... Man. But you've seen enough of this. We had to use our precious cherry wind thing that gave everyone health back, but we needed to. No regrets. No regrets. Oh, what luck, Bunny! Good thing there was a mint that fell off of that flower. As we all know, feeding somebody a mint heals them from being paralysed. Well, it worked, so shut up. Hi, Chip. Sonic! Sonic the Hedgehog! You're not turning into Toad now, Sonic, are you? We've already had enough of Toad for one day, Sonic. Uh-oh. Chip doesn't remember his parents. Blast! What an unexpected turn of events for an RPG character. But Sonic reassures him, and decides to take him back to the village. Oh yeah, because that's where his foster parents were. Yeah, we came to this forest to find Chip here. As ever, I could point out the age-old RPG eternal question of how the helpless villager managed to get all the way into the very heart of the dungeon that we had to fight tooth and nail to get through. But you know what? It's Sonic the Hedgehog. Just deal with it. How does anybody manage to get by in Sonic's world, where the streets are literally loop-the-looping and turning in ridiculous, impossible angles? So just roll with it. Just spin dash with it. Anyway, excellent parenting here. These two decide to let us take Chip with us on a dangerous, evil, mad scientist fighting adventure. Because, yeah, he'll be fine, right? Meanwhile, back to Robotnik's evil base. Alpha 2 apologises for failing to, well, for doing a pretty atrocious job, honestly, of trying to stop Sonic. I mean, good grief, he just let him take the emerald and bash him. But Robotnik is really disappointed because he thinks Alpha 2 is his greatest creation ever. Nice work creating a hedgehog, Dr. Robotnik, definitely the most powerful super weapon on the planet. But Alpha 2 is even he feels like he's getting angry, but he can't have emotions, he's a robot. Robotnik puts him in his place, but Alpha 2 isn't convinced. Yeah, that's right, Robotnik. He has no emotions. He just wants revenge. Revenge and the desire for revenge. It certainly has nothing to do with emotions. On to the next chapter. What could this chapter be? Whoa! I believe I recognise that place. Yeah, it's the floating continent from Tecmo Secret of the Stars of Fantasy. Oh no, wait, it's the Sonic version of that, of course. Yeah, if you kids weren't aware of this, which is pretty pathetic, Knuckles originally came from this floating island here, and he was the only person that lived there. He guarded the Master Emerald, that big green thing, for some reason, because it did something. I'm no Sonic expert, but suffice it to say, Sega cares about as much about his backstory as they care about him now. Seriously, when was the last time Knuckles did anything in a Sonic game? And, well, hey, isn't this sweet? We're getting to control Knuckles in the RPG now. There's his equipment. He's got a thinking cap and, yeah, it raises his intelligence. He needs it.
Shut up!
Who's Julie Sue? Sonic fans care to explain this one? Was she from the cartoon? No, hang on a minute, I don't think Knuckles was in that cartoon. Knuckles was not in the cartoon that this game's based on, according to that Wikipedia page. So who's she? Well, whatever. I don't know who she is, but the fact is she's basically what King Max was. She gives us submissions and she lets us change the party. But all of those freedom fighters are back down on the ground. I think the planet was called Mobius back then. I don't think it even has a name anymore, where Sonic lives now. But whatever. Yeah, the freedom fighters are down there, we're up here. So who can possibly assist us? Wow, the screen flashes. Yeah, it's a volcanic eruption. Man, the lava reef zone from Sonic and Knuckles. So, apparently that's a bad thing, but I can't imagine why. So Knuckles is going to go and check. Oh, so our party members are the Chaotix crew, a bunch of random animals that originated in a game nobody remembers, and haven't really done anything of consequence since either. So great. Who better? Let's take Charmy, the bee. Oh, wait a minute. I think we can take 3 of these people this time. Because we were stuck with Tails before, so we couldn't change to him. So yeah, let's take SBO. Just leave what's-his-face. Prototype design for Sonic alone. Who needs him? Yeah, Mighty the Armadillo. Yep, that's what Sonic was before he became Sonic, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't know this. Don't know what we missed or lost. That's what you get for calling your character Needle Mouse. Right, so our heroes are truly well equipped to deal with the enemies they'll find on the floating island, I'm sure. Wonder what... Actually, I want to check something here. Intelligence stats. Yeah, Knuckles is the stupidest.
Shut up!
Yeah, here's our characters and their equipment there. Sure is weird walking around on a floating island. If you're wondering, kids, the island floats because the Master Emerald, the big green emerald, keeps it floating. How does it do this? Why does it do this? Ask someone else. No doubt the comic series, the American one or the British one, or the Timbuktu one probably explained this in great, overly complicated and unnecessary detail at some point, and then completely forgot about it 2 episodes later. But we've made it to Sandopolis land, which was once being terrorized tyranny. Tyranny was taking place in this town by Robotnik, which happened in Sonic and Knuckles. Well, everything happened in Sonic and Knuckles in this game. Well, not really, but a couple of things have, it seems. Anyway, Knuckles wanders around the village that looks suspiciously similar in design to all the other villages we've seen so far. Basically, a few rows of houses just going straight to the left and right. Old man, that temple might be an excellent place. You shut your face. And Knuckles can equip 2 weapons instead of just 1 weapon. Yippee, the wee day. Means he spends twice as much money on weapons. It's really not that much of an advantage there. But I guess he can attack better. It's always helpful to talk to the townspeople because there's a fake entrance to the temple. And that is good to know, because that might come into play at some point. As hard to imagine as that might be, I'm going to not give you food and never do so for the rest of the course of the game. Yeah, these people aren't worth talking to, but the Master Emerald. Considering the Chaos Emeralds are so important in the Sonic series, I don't know, the Master Emerald, as much as it keeps the floating island afloat, I don't think it has any kind of connection to the Chaos Emeralds at all. Which you wouldn't have guessed that, I think. But I think I'm right there. Like, it didn't create the Chaos Emeralds, it doesn't have a special bond with them or whatever. Like, you bring the Chaos Emeralds up to the Master Emerald and it glows or whatever. No, that doesn't happen, I'm sure. It's just sort of there, keeping an island floating in the sky for no reason. But I can tell you that Knuckles is the last one of the Echidna tribe. Echidnas being actual real animals, which everybody knows exactly 2 things about echidnas. One of them is that Knuckles is one. The other one is a fact that they wouldn't know if they didn't care about echidnas in the first place because they knew about Knuckles. And I'm not going to even say what that second one is anyway, because if you already know, you already know. And you do already know. Don't write it in the comments, kids. Okay. So there's the fake entrance to the temple. It's so fake it doesn't even have an entrance. Why did they even say that? You can't get in. Honestly. What kind of temple is it that you can't enter? So, Knuckles, also known as KTE on the life bar of the original Sonic 3 and Knuckles, because, you know, because that was, I mean, they couldn't have just written Knuckles